the shadows, searching for the light. The quiet hum of whispers in the night.
Okay, yeah, so we're back.
Hands are empty,
Network kicked us out, but
my soul feels
thank
torn.
God we're back now.
I find you
Alright, yeah,
waiting
so
where the
we want to
door
look
is
at
gone.
why modern Christianity has lost its
Your
backbone and how
name
Christ restores it.
lingers like a sacred
Um,
tune.
yes, we're going to look at that.
Under the stars, beneath the pale moon, my heart, your home, forever it will be. Every
How
broken piece
Christ
you
restores
stitched inside of me.
the
Take the
law.
cracks, the scars, the wounds I've shown. My heart, your home, it's yours alone. The wind
Are
speaks
you
softly of your
okay?
love.
So, why modern Christianity is lost
A tender
its backbone and how Christ
in the
restores it?
breath I live. I kneel in wonder, my spirit bends. For every moment your mercy mends. Your light, it falls like a gentle rain, healing the ache, dissolving the pain. My heart, your home, forever it will be. Every broken piece you stitched inside of me. Take the cracks, the scars, the wounds I've shown. My heart, your home, it's yours alone.
As you can see, here's the introduction. Christianity in our day has become lazy, selective, and demanding instead of giving.
The wind speaks softly
Let's
of your
just read
love.
through and follow up. Christianity in our days has become
Hands are
selective
lost in the breath I live.
and demanding instead of giving. We live in a generation where believers want the benefit of sacrifice without the
My
burden of
spirit
obedience
bends.
and comfort of grace without the
Every moment
discipline of
your
righteousness
mercy
and the
mends.
language of holiness without the life of it.
Your light, it falls like a
Are
gentle rain,
we following?
healing
It's
the ache,
sad. It's a very sad
dissolving the pain. I walk the shadows, searching for the light. The quiet hum of whispers in the night. My hands are empty, my soul feels torn. But I find you waiting where the dawn is born. Your name, it lingers like a sacred tune.
This is the
Under the
Christianity of our
stars,
days
beneath the
that has
pale
become
moon.
lazy, selective,
My
choosing what
heart,
it prefers
your home,
other than what God demands.
forever it
Now
will
it
be.
demands what it wants
Every
instead of
broken
giving. It is
piece
always
you
demanding,
stitched inside of me.
demanding for
Take the cracks,
more
the
excuse,
scars, the
reasons
wounds I've
why,
shown.
you know, a
My
lot of
heart,
things should be
your
permitted,
home, it's yours alone.
because of the age, because
The
of
wind speaks
how
softly
intense
of your
or
love.
how multiplied iniquity has become.
A
So
tender pulse
it
in
is
the
felt
breath
that
I
there is
live.
need for some things to be
I
excused.
kneel in
We now live in
wonder,
a generation where
my
believers want the
spirit
benefits of
bends.
Christ without the discipline of
Every
righteousness.
moment your mercy mends.
Ah,
Your light, it
we
falls
live
like
in
a
a
gentle
generation
rain,
where believers want the benefits of Christ without the burden of obedience, the comfort of grace without the discipline of righteousness, and the language of holiness without the life of it. I can go on and on to talk about this the whole day. It's 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 now very alarming. It's now very alarming. We have the language of holiness, but the life in itself, we are void of the life. The holiness itself is far from us, but we have the lips to talk about it, to to preach it, but the holiness itself is far off.
softly of the love you give, a tender promise in the breath I live.
So study has shown that a shocking percentage of Christians now believe that obedience is optional. A shocking, like, Christ himself said it, that because iniquity will abound, the love of many will grow cold. Christ himself said it. And from studies, from surveys, a shocking amount of percentage of Christians now believe that obedience is optional. Many believe the law belongs to the past age, irrelevant to a grace generation. They believe it's now irrelevant to a grace generation. But grace never cancelled the law. Christ never cancelled the law. Christ empowers the law. Christ only came to empower the law.
Your name lingers like a sacred tune under the stars.
I do this so that we take a pause in some time and look at it ourselves, right? Just go through it ourselves and think about these things. That is why I give a pause.
Take the cracks, the scars, the wounds I've shown. My heart, your home, it's yours alone. The wind speaks softly of the love you give, a tender promise in the breath I live. I kneel in wonder, my spirit bends. For every moment your mercy mends. Your light, it falls like a gentle rain, healing the ache, dissolving the pain.
But grace never cancelled the law. Grace empowers the law. Christ never lowered the standard. He raised it. Jesus himself said, "Not one jot or title shall pass from the law till all be fulfilled." Christ did not lower the standards of the law. In fact, he came to raise the standards of the law. So if heaven stands, the law still stands. If earth remains, God's requirements remains the same. Are we following?
The wind speaks softly of the love you give, a tender
If heaven still stands, the law still stands. If earth remains, God's requirements remain.
my spirit bends. For every moment your mercy mends. Your light,
The Jews feared Christ came to abolish the law. Others hoped he came to loosen it. Both were wrong.
pain. I walk the shadows, searching for the light. in the night.
Others thought that
My hands are empty, my soul feels torn. I find you waiting where the dawn is born. Your name lingers like a sacred tune under the stars, beneath the pale moon. My heart, your home, forever it will be. Every broken piece you stitched inside of me. Take the cracks, the scars, the wounds I've shown. My heart, your home, it's yours alone. The wind speaks softly of the love you give, a tender promise in the breath I live. I kneel in wonder, my spirit bends. For every moment your mercy mends. Your light, it falls like a gentle rain,
I want us to see that for ourselves, right?
dissolving the pain. My heart, your home, forever it will be. Every broken
Christ elevated the law from a letter on stone to a fire in the heart. He claimed the fears of the strict and crushed the hope of the loose by declaring, "Except your righteousness exceeds that of the scribes and Pharisees." So you see,
The wind speaks softly of the love you give, a tender promise in the breath I live. I kneel in wonder, my spirit bends. For every moment your mercy mends. Your light, it falls like a gentle rain, healing the ache, dissolving the pain. I walk the shadows, searching for the light. The quiet hum of whispers in the night. My hands are empty, my soul feels torn. I find you waiting where the dawn is born. Your name, it lingers like a sacred tune.
so both the Pharisees and those that thought that Christ came to loosen the law, both of them were wrong. Jesus said, "Except your righteousness exceeds that of the scribes and Pharisees."
Every broken piece you stitched inside of me. Take the cracks, the scars, the wounds I've shown. My heart, your home, it's yours alone. The wind speaks softly of the love you give, a tender promise in the breath I live. I kneel in wonder, my spirit bends. For every moment your mercy mends.
You see, the Pharisees thought it should be high, it should be up, it should be, it's a high standard, it should get there. Everybody must live up there. And others felt that Christ came to loosen it a bit, give them a little space, breathing space, right?
Forever it
But Christ said both of them were wrong. Jesus said, except your righteousness exceeds that of scribes and Pharisees. So you see, not equal exceeds.
My heart, your home, it's yours alone. The wind speaks softly of the love you give, a tender promise in the breath I live. I kneel in wonder, my spirit bends. For every moment your mercy mends. Your light, it falls like a gentle
The Pharisees kept the law painstakingly, even mechanically. They tithed, fasted, kept Sabbath, lived with conviction, stood with the synagogue, and held to the code of Moses.
I walk the shadows, searching for the light. The quiet hum of whispers in the night. My hands are empty, my soul feels torn. But I find you waiting where the dawn is born. Your name, it lingers like a sacred tune. Under the stars, beneath the pale moon. My heart, your home, forever it will be. Every broken piece you stitched inside of me. Take the cracks, the scars, the wounds I've shown.